All right, here you have a 1996 Cadillac Eldorado. Beautiful car. Car ran good when I got it. Guy gave me a somewhat decent deal on it. But it was a lot of things about the car that he didn't tell me. And I know he knew it because he was having a problem. But anyway, when I bought the car, it was running good. He drove it to me. Come to find out, he had fully charged the battery up. Now, it wasn't charging. I didn't realize that until the next morning when I went to get in it and the battery was dead. I charged the battery up. During the course of the day, drove it all day, and the battery still ran dead after I parked it for about 4 or 5 hours. So I started by grounding out all the wires because the headlights wasn't working. So I took and I grounded this. See this white here, right in front of the battery. And there's a bolt there with some ground wires on it. Took that loose, cleaned the ground wires down real good with a wire brush. Cleaned the surface where the wires was attached to. Put it back together. Headlights worked. Thought the problem was solved. But it wasn't. Cleaned this. The little bolt right there, which is a ground wire. Cleaned the little bolt right there attached to the coil, which is a ground wire. Problem still existed. My next thing, the alternator, which is down at the bottom. Took the alternator off, had it checked. Alternator was fine. Put it back on. Had the battery charged up. Woke up the next morning. Problem still occurred. Now on this vehicle, they tell you that the alternator is hard to come out. You have to take the radiator out and all of that, but that is not true. Raise the vehicle up in the air. You're going to see a plate right underneath the radiator. 2 bolts. Take the plate off. Take the fan off. This fan right here has to come off. Once you do that, you take the bolts out the alternator and it'll easily drop down from the bottom. I mean, very easy. It didn't even take long. Probably took less than an hour to do that. Put it back on. That wasn't the problem. Car still did the same thing. Come to find out what the problem was is I'm about to show you right here. The problem was this. This was the problem here. The aftermarket radio that was installed in the vehicle. That is what the problem was. I took the aftermarket radio out, put the original radio back in, and haven't had a problem out of it since. Haven't had a problem since. The aftermarket radio, I had to rewire, well, not rewire, but reattach all of the speakers all the way around to the Bose system that was originally in the car. I had to reattach that. I knew once I started working on it, and once I replaced the radio and hooked the original wires back up to the speaker, bells and whistles started chirping in this car. The bells to let you know that the key was in the ignition, the door immediately started working. I had a feeling that's what the problem was because, like all Cadillacs, when you turn the car off and the door is closed, you got a 10-minute relay in here that allows you to listen to the radio for 10 minutes before it goes off. Now, in my Cadillac right there, the DeVille, it does that. In my 91 Seville, it does that.
Just don't quit, man.
The only one that doesn't do it in is in my 91 Broham.
By not quitting.
But once I did that, the problem was solved. So, when you're dealing with an aftermarket radio in Cadillacs, make sure you have it professionally done. Because if you don't, you're gonna have a problem, and you're gonna have more than just one problem. jcdeezy@gmail.com. Just thought I would share that with you since I had so many problems out of the charging system on this 1996 Cadillac Eldorado. 1996 Cadillac Eldorado. Thank you, and I hope this has been very helpful for the next person who has that problem. Aftermarket radio. They ran new speaker wires and everything to the aftermarket radio, and it still did not function properly. Nothing beats a Cadillac radio. If you have a factory radio in your car and you're thinking about going with Kenwood, Sony, or whatever, or Alpine, you better make sure the person who does it correctly, or you will have a problem. jcdeezy@gmail.com, and I hope this video is helpful. Thank you very much for watching.